seat pilot mistakenly pressed the emergency jettison button while adjusting the heater. No casualties or property damage were reported. The Air Force apologized and promised safety improvements. Flights will resume tomorrow after the incident disrupted joint drills with the U.S., canceling 6% of flights. Most dropped items, including gun pods and live rounds, have been recovered. This is the second pilot error in 2 months following a March bombing mishap that injured 52. A task force is now reviewing flight operations. In local news, the city of Busan unveiled its top 10 key policy proposals today, urging presidential candidates to adopt them ahead of the June 3rd election. The top priorities include passing the Special Act on the Busan Global Hub City and relocating the Korea Development Bank headquarters to Busan, both seen as vital to the city's future and national balanced development. Other proposals include establishing a maritime court, expanding Kadokdo New Airport, building a hydrogen express rail system, and creating AI and quantum research hubs. Busan also aims to attract a national video game complex and designate the Nakdong River estuary as a major green zone. The full package includes 32 projects across the 3 sectors, totaling 149 trillion won. Mayor Park Kyung-jun emphasized these proposals reflect citizens' strong aspirations and are essential for regional growth. Busan has been selected for the Ministry of Trade's 2025 Regional Energy Program with a project to build a smart city energy management platform. In partnership with local firms, the city will invest 1.9 billion won to create an advanced industry hub in Gangseogu district. The project includes energy storage systems to store surplus power from Eco-Delta City and nearby industrial zones, aiming to reduce waste and support regional energy trade. Mayor Park said the initiative will help Busan move toward carbon neutrality and become a clean energy city. In international news, El Salvador's president has offered to repatriate 252 Venezuelans deported by the U.S. and imprisoned in his country if Venezuela releases the same number of political prisoners. Nayib Bukele appealed directly to Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro in a post on social media. And now for today's weather. The current temperature in Busan is 19 degrees Celsius with clear skies, and the temperature will average around 14 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산 영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Nick Greenwood. BFM 부산 영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If you come at 4 o'clock, I'll start feeling happy by 3. The fox in The Little Prince said to the Little Prince. The fox says that as their meeting time gets closer, their heart will start to race with happiness. By 4 o'clock, they'll be buzzing with excitement and a little nervous too. Plans with someone can make your heart flutter and make you feel nervous at the same time. There is nothing more precious than time. That's why we should treasure not only our own time, but also the time of others. Well, hello there everybody, my name is Nick, and welcome to the first day of the new season of For Your Busan. Let's kick off this Monday and new season with Come Back Home by BTS.
멈췄어 내 삶은 막은 것은 나의 내일에 대한 두려움 Angry, hungry, yes I'm hungry 매일이 되뿌리 미래 개뿌리 나는 없었어 그리고 또 내게조차 없었어
아직 우리 젊기에 괜찮은 미래가 있기에 자 이제 그 차가운 눈물을 닦고 Come back home
그 시간을 허비해 내 피땀들은 정직해 자 이제 그 트로피에 내 이름 바꿔 Come back home
You must come back home
떠나간 맘보다 따뜻한
You must come back home
겹치는 인생 속에
You must come back home
떠나간 맘보다 따뜻한
You must come back home
나를 완성하겠어
Come back to my home Come back home Come back to my home Come back home
겹치는 인생 속에
Come back to my home Come back home Come back to my home Come back
나를
home
완성하겠어
하늘봐 가문의 영광 어머니가 또 내 식구들의 배 터지게 부풀려주려 계속 열일해
친구들 걱정도 드라마 우리들 아끼리 원해 다른 분들 바람은 미스테리오 going up 난 더 많은 것을 원해
아직 우리 젊기에 괜찮은 미래가 있기에 자 이제 그 차가운 눈물을 닦고 Come back home
그 시간을 허비해 내 피땀들은 정직해 자 이제 그 트로피에 내 이름 바꿔 Come back home
You must come back home
떠나간 맘보다 따뜻한
You must come back home
겹치는 인생 속에
You must come back home
떠나간 맘보다 따뜻한
You must come back home
나를 완성하겠어 You must come back You must come back You must come back home You must come back You must come back You must come back home Cause I'm coming back
You must come back home
떠나간 맘보다 따뜻한
You must come back home
겹치는 인생 속에
You must come back home
떠나간 맘보다 따뜻한
You must come back home
나를 완성하겠어
Come back to my home Come back home Come back to my home Come back home
겹치는 인생 속에
Come back to my home Come back home
Come back home
Come back to my home Come back home
완성하겠어
That was Come Back Home by BTS, our opening song, everybody, to the new season of For Your Busan. Good afternoon, one and all. My name is Nick, and it's a pleasure to be with you on this brand new week and brand new season at BEFM. It's quite exciting. Now, it is the first day of the new season, so I'm sure a lot of the people in this station are feeling a mixture of excitement and nervousness. And even in this new season, I'll be here exactly at 4:05 p.m, right on time. And since I showed up at exactly 4:05 here, well, a little bit earlier actually, were any of you already feeling excited an hour earlier? Maybe starting from 3:05. I know the mega fans of BFM probably did feel that way. Now, usually if someone is late for a plan, a meeting, an appointment, it's easy for the other person to maybe get a negative impression. Now, while people who truly value time are the ones who keep their appointment. On the other hand, those who often fail to be on time, they tend to miss deadlines for work, for meetings, for absolutely anything. Usually I try and distance myself from those kinds of people, but occasionally I can be that kind of person. Now, do you know the best way to always be on time? It's actually very simple. Don't make any plans at all. I don't know how good that advice is, but if you've made an appointment or a plan to meet someone at a certain time, you must do your best to keep it, because it's not only your time, but it's their time as well, and their time is just as precious as your time. Now, every day I'm going to be here waiting for you exactly at 4:05 p.m. So that's something to look forward to every single day. So are you ready to spend another valuable 2 hours with For Your Busan and myself as well? Now, in this new season, we've got even more fun segments, lots of great new things awaiting you. I am still here. I'm the one constant. Hong 작가님 is also the constant, but we have a new producer. Yay! Kim Yoon PD. I will refer to her as Yu PD because it's simple and it sounds pretty cool. So show lots of love to the new team. Well, the new one member of the team. But it's very exciting. Apart from that, a few new guests, a few different changes here and there. It's going to be exciting. And what's even better is all of the love from my dear friends that are showing me on YouTube Live. That always makes me happy. It makes it worth it. Betty Nim is always first saying, "일등. Hi Nick, Kim PD and all. Happy Monday." It is quite a happy Monday. An exciting Monday. Good to see you as always, my friend. We have KRYS Nim saying, 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. Welcome to the show, KRYS Nim. Good to see you. Lala Nim saying, 마이크에 이름표 생겼네요. Right. 예산이 올랐나 봐요. We've got like an extra bit of money. I could have my name here. DJ Nick. I like it has a nice ring to it. And welcome to the show as well. 고수님 as well coming in saying hi. Juliet Nim, always with the compliments, saying, 2등. Oh my gosh, he's so handsome today. Oh, Juliet Nim, you know how to make a person blush, as always. And saying hello everybody, it's amazing to start this season. I'm so happy that you're here to start it with me, Juliet Nim. Welcome. Also, there's a lot of changes you might have seen to the colour scheme. We're now using quite an orange, fiery theme, which is nice. I like that. It gives it a more energetic feel. Lala Nim said, 오, 다 바뀌었군요. 화면이 너무 예뻐요. I'm glad you think so. And thank you for the support. Soy Nim saying, hi Nick, 여름 날씨 같은 오늘이네요. It is beautiful today. But I did hear the 미세먼지 was kind of bad. So I wore my mask. I hope, well, you're in Seoul, right? So I hope the fine dust levels are better there. Wear a mask if it is bad. I know Seoul generally is worse than Busan. 고수님, welcome to the show saying, 와, BTS, which we listened to just now. 다 여기서 이런 말 해서 죄송하지만 BTS가 닉보다 더, 아닙니다. You're making me blush because it's obviously fake. I think I would stand out as too old and not quite right for BTS if I was there. But thank you, 고수님. Your support is always appreciated. 소희님 also saying, 바뀐 로고 강렬하고 멋져요. I'm glad you think so. I'm sure our producer would love it as well. Jinlee Nim, so new. Hi, Nick. Hi, Jinlee Nim. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in on this first day of the season and saying hello. Drift Monkey Nim saying, DJ Nick. That's how I will be referred to from now on. Drift Monkey Nim. You can call me DJ Nick. Sangyu Nim saying, I saw BTS Jin singing at Coldplay concert last weekend. Oh, I had some friends that went there. Was it good? Well, he says, it was an amazing experience. My wife couldn't stop saying, Jin looks so handsome. Hey, that's understandable, right? He's the Busan guy. Is he the Busan member? Or is Jimin?
No.
Jimin is Busan.
Jimin is Busan.
And RM is Busan?
No.
잘 모르겠어요. I know Jimin is Busan. I'm glad you had a good time. Chris Martin was a handsome guy back in the day, so he's a bit older now. Everyone else coming in, Sangmin Park-nim, Choi Seung-nim as well. It's fantastic to see you. Thank you for showing me so much love on the first day. Jenny Nim, congrats on the new season. I like the orange logo. The best part is Nick is still here with us. 하트 뿅뿅뿅. 감사합니다, Jenny Nim. You're too kind, and it makes my heart feel warmer that you and all of my friends are back here supporting me. So 진심으로 감사합니다. Now, I'm going to let you know some of the new segments that are coming your way. Some are old, some are new. We've got daily segments. We used to have Busan Is. Now we have Busan Times, where we catch up on the day's top stories in Busan. And then after that, we'll have Nick's Deep Dive, where I share my thoughts on various social issues. Part 2 will include On the Mic, real stories from real people on the streets of the city. My Life, My English, discovering the language journeys of locals. Of course, Busan Quizmaster is not going anywhere, so don't worry. It's going to stay here. You have your chance to win some prizes every single day. Now, I'll do a quick breakdown of the new segments that we have. Our weekly segments will include, on Monday, B.I.G. Tour, Busan is Good Tour. Tour guide, you guessed it, Jimino is back to take us to the hottest spots, events and festivals in Busan. On Tuesday, we're going to have Busan This or That, 취향 존중, debate the diverse tastes of Busan locals. Wednesday is Busan by Chance, where Gina comes in and we discover the familiar yet unfamiliar sides of Busan. Thursday, of course, is Bugalishi Challenge, where Effie comes in and we do some guessing, have a bit of fun, listen to the hints of locals, kids and others this time. Friday, we're going to have Busan Life Solutions, where Kelly comes in and gives us real-life questions from foreigners, and we get real, helpful answers. And then in part 2, Busan Tales. Kokkobu is still the same. Hayley's going to be here, which is a great thing, and we're going to explore the history of Busan. Tuesday is Get Active Busan, where I think it's Steve. This is Steve, right? Steve is still here, everybody. Don't worry. Steve will be here tomorrow on Tuesdays to introduce the sports or the city sports facilities. Wednesday is Ask Me Anything, where Melissa gives us creative answers about questions about life. Thursday, We Are Family in Busan, stories from multicultural families in the city, and international marriage too. And Friday, My Home, My Busan, where we have foreigners who share their stories of life in Busan. So, I am really out of breath right now. I'm going to tell you today's text topic, which is related to appointments and being on time. 오늘의 텍스트 토픽은요. 나는 약속 시간을 잘 지키는 편이다. 아니면 그렇지 못한 편이다. Are you good at sticking to being on time? Or are you usually late? Are you usually, I'll be 10 minutes. 좀 늦을 것 같아. Are you that kind of person? Be honest. There's no judgment here. You can join the conversation in Korean or English. Just send a message to pound 9050, sharp 9050, which will cost you 101, Kakao Talk message, or even a YouTube live message, which is the best way to get involved. You can see me in the studio, talk with all of our friends in the live chatting area. 그리고 새로운 시즌을 시작하는 오늘은 여러분의 새 시즌에 대한 응원의 메시지도 받고 있습니다. 포열부산의 새로운 시즌을 응원하는 여러분의 메시지도 같이 보내주시면 감사하겠습니다. Send your support along with today's text topic questions for the new season. All right. I'm out of breath, and that's a lot to go through. It's just a one-day kind of thing, I think. So we're going to take a song break, and then we're not going to take a song break, because we're going to take a logo break, and then we're going to go straight into Busan Times.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. With that cool music entering us back into the show, it is time for Busan Times, and I'm sure you're all excited to meet our new guest, who, if you're looking on YouTube, you can only see half her face, because it's covered by the microphone. There's the pop filter. You can just lower that a bit. There you go. It's a familiar face. She's been on the show previously. It's Claire.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
박수, 박수.
Thanks, Nick. It's great to be back, and welcome everyone to the very first episode of our brand new local segment, Busan Times.
Busan Times.
With the arrival of spring, we've done a bit of a spring cleaning here at the station, and I'm thrilled to officially kick off this new daily dive into everything happening around our city, Busan. From festivals to future tech and all things local and lively, Busan Times is your go-to for what's buzzing in town.
I love that intro. Now, for everyone, if you don't know, I'm sure you know, but Claire is the news anchor here at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m.
That's correct.
You do it right before the show and right after.
I'm just running.
She's like out of breath right now.
Yes.
Hey, I'm sure you're going to do great. I'm excited because it's a very new segment, but related to the news. So let's jump in. What are we talking about?
So let's start green. Did you know April 22nd, which is tomorrow, is Earth Day? And this year marks its 55th anniversary. To celebrate, Busan City is hosting its 17th Climate Change Week from today, April 21st to 25th.
That's a great way to remind us to water our plants.
That's correct. Or turn off your lights.
Turn off your lights.
For 10 minutes. We'll get into that in a sec.
Okay.
The main event is happening tomorrow, Tuesday, the 22nd, at 2 p.m. at Busan City Hall. It kicks off with a commemorative ceremony and expert lecture. There will be awards for greenhouse gas reduction heroes, recognition of 2024's green apartment winners, and a storytelling magic performance to keep things engaging.
Ooh, this sounds good. So Magic on Earth Day. It sounds like a big festival of some sort. I like where this is going.
And there's more. At 8 p.m., the city is hosting a 10-minute lights-off event. Landmarks like Busan Tower, Gwangwon-daegyo Bridge, BIFC, Nurimaru, and more will go dark. All in the name of climate awareness.
Okay, now this is way beyond my old computer lab with one broken mouse. This is a lot of stuff going on.
Exactly. Then on the Thursday, April 25th at 10 a.m., Busan City and Busan Jingu District are teaming up for a carbon-neutral lifestyle campaign, sharing practical ways to be eco-friendly every day.
That sounds fantastic. Now, I would give an appropriate response. My script is in the wrong order. Can you find the right page? But in the meantime, I'm gonna read some comments that have come in, which have been very nice. They're all welcoming you. Right, we have 고수님 saying, "와, 클레어님 환영합니다." We also have 고수님 saying, talking about colors as well. We have Julietnim saying, "Claire, welcome to this amazing show." Thank you. It's good to have you here. Jenny-nim saying, "I love Claire's accent." Now, Jenny she lives in New Zealand.
Oh, you're my friend, my close friend.
Close friend. Now, actually, I think I'm one of the only people outside of Australia and New Zealand that can distinguish the accent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I can.
My name will be Clear.
Exactly.
Yes.
You got the Jacinda accent going there.
Clear.
That's pretty good.
Would you like a flit white?
That's amazing. I do love the Kiwi accent and the Australian accent.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, my best friend is New Zealand. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. She always makes fun of me. Would you like a bitter or better? Can you tell the difference?
Better or better? Oh. I love it. It's so amazing. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. Yeah, please continue.
So now let's head to the Bukgu, where something very cool is happening. An old middle school has been transformed into a next-level digital learning center called the Software AI Education Hub Center, and it's already drawing serious attention.
I can't believe they have a space bar.
Yeah. Not a bar for astronauts, sadly, but a dining and chill zone inside the facility. The center opened officially in mid-March, and in just a few weeks, over 17,000 students from 184 schools have signed up for weekday tours and programs.
Wow, that's a ton of students. So what is drawing them in?
So, let me paint a picture for you. The first floor has Museum D. With immersive video experiences.
Where's A, B, and C?
An art space for interactive digital art, an XR stage for VR and AR experiences, Archive D for Delta to explore educational data, and of course the space bar for lunch and long lounge time.
That sounds amazing. Now, this is, I guess I have never been this good at tech and computers. I fancy myself quite a good tech guy, but this is beyond me.
Exactly, but it gets better even. The second to fourth floor are packed with 9 futuristic labs, like the Robot Park, Data Science Lab, Coding Lab, AI Square, Metaverse Lab, and even an esports park and new media studio.
So it's like if Iron Man or some techie had a school in Busan.
Busan. It's in Busan.
Sounds amazing.
Pretty much. The goal, according to the center's director, it gives the students hands-on experience with digital tools while also guiding teachers and parents on where digital education is headed.
Hey, if it's open to many ages for adults as well, I could consider signing up for something like this.
Same here. Yeah. It's part of the city's broader push to future-proof the next generation, and it's off to a strong start.
Yeah, for sure. Now, just before we move on, just read a couple more messages. It's the first day. There are people messaging.
Please do so.
We have Drift Monkey Nim, who is from New Zealand
Okay,
saying
hello.
Sydney.
Oh, yes.
Sydney, I guess that's the Kiwi accent of saying Sydney,
Sydney.
right? We have Jin Lee-님 saying 클레어의 목소리 짱 좋아요.
오,
고급스러움.
감사합니다. 오,
고급스러워요라고 하셨어요. So a lot of fans already, which is fantastic.
cute.
Where are my compliments, everyone, please? All right, so let's move on to number 3.
All right. Last but not the least, obviously, Busan City is now accepting applications for its 2025 Youth Attracting Companies program.
So the name alone sounds quite promising. What is the goal?
To connect young job seekers with local companies that actually walk the walk, offering decent wages, job security, and a healthy work-life balance.
Okay, that's
This year, so 110 companies will be selected, 58 will be recertified from last year's list, and 52 will be brand new additions, like myself.
Yes. How do they decide who makes the cut? They have to be very high level, I guess.
Oh, it's pretty rigorous. They assess salary levels, employment stability, and workplace culture. And here's the twist. Young people themselves do site visits and interview company staff before giving the green light.
Ooh. Now, you do have a vague guideline on what I should say, but I have to tell you, I'd never use the word "that's a vibe." That's too Gen Z for me. Do you say that? That's a vibe?
Not really. I would like to say yes, but no.
That's a
not really.
vibe. I don't know. I feel too tick-deng generation if I do that. But still, it sounds amazing. These youth-approved workplaces.
Yeah. If you're interested, if the company is interested, applications are open till 2 p.m. on April 29th. So spread the word, everybody.
Spread the word. There you go. So there is more, right? There are these, a certain amount of companies will be selected as outstanding.
So there's, but wait, there's more later this year. 5 companies will be selected as outstanding youth employers and receive 40 million Korean won in support funds. Obviously, exemption from acquisition tax for new business property, official certification as a top Busan employer, and reduced credit guarantee fees.
So that sounds like some fantastic employer recognition that I could get behind. Yeah, sounds really good. This is some awesome stuff that you brought us. I like this fresh new take on the news that you're bringing us. Stuff that's quite useful for people to get involved with, I think.
So.
Now, before we say bye-bye for the day, I do want to ask you today's text topic. Okay, now you seem to be here on time, so I probably know the answer. 혹시 원래 약속 시간을 잘 지키는 편이신가요? 아니면 그렇지 못한 편이신가요?
I feel bad to say it depends who you are.
Ooh, give us the details. If it's a friend.
If it's my best friend, you'll know where I am
Okay.
at the time. Usually on time.
Okay. What about for the news?
Early for the news,
Early.
of course.
Of course.
Yes.
If you want to keep a job, of course. The same with all of us right
I
there.
need to put the bread on my table all the time.
Exactly. There you go. This was really great. You know, today we got to go green with Earth Day, leveled up with robots, and found out where the cool jobs might be hiding.
That's the goal of the Busan Times, giving you the stories that are shaping the city today and tomorrow. I'll be here every day, 4 p.m., same vibe.
Sounds
same
like a threat.
vibe. Same channel.
I'm excited.
Friendly reminder.
A friendly
You know,
reminder.
yes.
I like that. Bennynim saying, Claire is on Morning Wave every Monday. Oh, there you go. There you
You'll
go.
see me quite a few times on Monday.
Awesome.
Hopefully you don't get bored of me.
Homer, no way. Claire, it's been a pleasure. I love this first episode, and I look forward to tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Let's take a quick song break.
I'ma send a paper plane.
This is Paper Plane by Peter Elias.
That it don't crash and break before it gets to you. Don't know how, but feels like a dream. I'm not delusional. Lost the ability to speak. It's so unusual. Ever since that day in the park when we talked, I kept on thinking about what we could be. Dream about a late night, red sky, your hand and mine. Don't know if you think about me. Think about. I'ma send a paper plane. I hope it finds your way. That it don't crash and break before it gets to you. Right now I'm too shy to say what I have found for today. It's easier this way. I hope it gets to you. Damn, it feels like I'm back in school. A million butterflies. Why can't I just walk up to you? It's like I'm paralyzed. 'Cause I've been too. Dream about a late night, red sky, your hand in mine. Don't know if you think about me, think about. I'ma send a paper plane, I hope it finds your way, that it don't crash and break before it gets to you. Right now I'm too shy to say what I have found one day. It's easier this way. You got me stuck in a daydream. I don't wanna wake up, 'cause it feels amazing and I can't get enough. Yeah, sometimes I wonder, am I stupid or not? But I hope it gets to you. I'ma send a paper plane, I hope it flies your way, that it don't crash and break before it gets to you.
니게 탐구 생활. Do you remember when the biggest stroke of luck happened to you? Luck comes to all of us in different sizes, shapes and forms. For some people, even the smallest, simplest things feel like luck, while others might think only something as huge as winning the lottery counts as real luck. As we go through life, sometimes incredible luck finds us without even realizing it. Sometimes we even call it a miracle. Recently, the story of someone who experienced an amazing miracle made headlines around the world. It was about a man who ran across a collapsing sky bridge to reach his family. During the tremors from the Mandalay earthquake in Myanmar, a high-rise building in Thailand began to shake. He had been working out at a gym on the 53rd floor. When disaster struck, he crossed a shaking bridge connected to the building to get his family. Video footage captured the moment he fearlessly crossed the 53-story high sky bridge, and he became so famous in Thailand that people started calling him Nation's Husband. When asked how he managed to cross the collapsing bridge, he said it didn't feel like it was just his own strength. He recalled, "It felt like there was a powerful force behind me, pushing me forward." Thinking about it, maybe that strong force pushing him was simply the power of his love for his family. Now his story is called a miracle. Take a look around you. Maybe, just maybe, a miracle-like moment is already on its way to you. Alright, let's take a song break. This is Too Bad by G-Dragon.
tick-tock and I move. Booty now together. Me do beach beautiful. 살짝 웃어만 섞어. Like it. 살짝 공부만 층커. Guess until today, guess I'm 모르게. Damn, is that good?
Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go, too that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Break me off passionately. Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go, too that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Break me off passionately.
겐가 민가 어딘가를 가래 플러팅인가 블러핑인가 You got me bad MBTI가 sexy type 내 섹시나 해 GDB like that MGM이 나서 I don't think so
Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go, too that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Break me off passionately. Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go, too that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Break me off passionately. You do something to me, the chills running through me. I feel something, pull me, I'm still running till I reach. You do something to me, the chills running through me. I feel something, pull me, I'm still running till I reach.
Come do something to me right now. Come do something to me. Come do something to me. Too hot to touch, show me. Come do something to me. Come do something to me. Come do something to me.
Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go, too that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Break me off passionately. Baby girl, too bad for me. There you go, too that ass on me. All I want is an arm's reach. Break me off passionately. You do something to me, the chills running through me. I feel something, pull me, I'm still
still running till I reach you. You do so to me that you run through me. I feel so. Pull me, still running till I reach you. You do so that you run. I feel so. Still running till I reach you. You do so. That you run. I feel so. Still running.
Too Bad by G-Dragon. Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan, the new season this Monday. My name is Nick. It's 4:37 in the afternoon. And we've got quite a few messages coming in, which I want to take a quick moment to read. We had Soinim saying, Nick's personal color 발견한 것 같아요. 오렌지 색깔 너무 잘 어울려요. 좀 전에 저도 이 이벤트성으로 간단하게 personal color 진단 받고 왔거든요. 와우, 저는 cool winter dark tone이라는데 니가 아마도 잘생긴 톤. 아이고, 소희님, making me blush. That's awesome. Cool winter. You know, I would rather suit cool winter dark tones because that's more of my personality, I think. But I'm glad that you think the orange suits me. It definitely brightens things up. So thank you for saying that. I do appreciate that. We had Benny Nim talking about today's text topic. And today's text topic is, are you the type of person to be on time? Or are you the type of person to be late? 약속 시간을 잘 지키는 편이신가요? 아니면 그렇지 못한 편이신가요? Benny Nim saying, I want to be on time. And the reason, on time is perfect. True that. You gotta set expectations and respect the other person's time. I totally agree. 소희님 saying 저는 무조건 약속 칼같이 지키는 편입니다. 항상 50분 정도 일찍 도착해요. You're the kind of friend everyone needs. Be there early. You know, don't make them wait around. I totally agree with that. We had 라라님 saying 약속 시간 안 지키는 사람 정말 싫어요. 10분, 20분은 늦을 수 있지라고 아주 당당하게 나오는 사람들은 더 싫고요. 타인의 시간을 뺏는 시간 도둑 같아요. 시간 도둑 같아요. Yeah, that's true. I guess 10 or 20 minutes is some people will see as it's not too bad. But, you know, in 10 or 20 minutes, I could be working or doing something else. I'll understand, La Nim. If I ever see you, I'll remember, only be 9 minutes late. 10 minutes is when you'll start to hate me, I think. Anyone else send me, do you always keep the time or not? We have a Ration-님 saying, 안녕하세요. 날씨가 너무 덥네요. 모든 분들 건강 조심하시고 물을 충분히 드세요. 감사합니다, Ration-님. It's good to see you. I will be drinking lots of water right here, and I hope you do as well. Stay cool in this heat. Pornim as well coming in just to say hello and then saying bye-bye. Hello and bye-bye, Pornim. It was wonderful to see you. Keep the messages coming in and let's have a bit of fun. Don't go anywhere because Jimmy is in the building.
이번 역은 부산역입니다.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is a new signal for the same guy.
Yeah.
It's Jimmy.
Jimmy in the building.
How you doing, man?
Doing good, as always. How
Good
about
to
you?
see you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for having me.
You survived the season reckoning.
I know, huh?
You are here. By popular demand, I think. Lots of people are very fond of you.
Wow, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You doing good?
Yeah, doing good.
Before we move on, I want to ask you today's topic quickly. Are you usually on time or late?
You know it, man. I'm always on time.
He's either on time or he cancels.
Yeah.
약속
또
취소하는
시작이네. New season 시작됐는데 지금.
Yeah, I know. Until you prove yourself
but that's
otherwise.
true. But that's true. I'm either on time or I just cancel it in advance.
If you're going to be 10 minutes late, cancel. Yeah.
No, not that. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
this is the things that you go to for this show.
Right.
You can't really cancel because they're really big and important.
True.
And you used to Busan Hapul, but you've changed the name and the concept slightly. Right?
I mean, the concept remains, but I actually came back with a new name. You know, the slogan of Busan is good. So I just decided to make it as a big tour. I'm a big guy too. So Busan is good tour and a big guy tour at the same time.
You have a big personality.
Right, thank
Size-wise, you're similar to me, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you're taller, but
Yeah.
I'm bigger. I'm wider.
Nah, what are you talking about? So on this big Busan is Good tour, you go to these big events around the city.
Sure.
Get some audio clips. Now, I'm curious, you always go to these great places. Where did you go today?
I think this one, you'll definitely gonna like it because I know you love water. And there was actually a Busan International Boat Show going on in Mexico.
Really?
So I got to see all these gigantic yachts and boats
Wait,
and tiny ones.
They fit them inside the 전시장?
Yeah, I was really surprised.
No way.
There was like tons of companies got involved and then they actually displayed the
No way.
actual boats and yachts. Yeah, it was humongous.
왜 놓쳤지? I would love to see something
I should have.
like that.
I should have let you know.
You
yeah,
should've.
it was really great.
Okay, well, I can live vicariously through you. Now, this is not the first one.
No, not at all. It's the 11th edition, and BIBS, which it stands for Busan International Boat Show, has actually established itself as a premier event in Asia's marine leisure history. So I actually got to see a lot of business people from like all over the world.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
yeah, there were a lot of citizens and
Lots of-
participants.
You mean wealthy people who can buy boats and things like
That's
that?
true.
That'll be you one day, man. That'll
yeah,
be you.
yeah, yeah. Us too. Let's
Yeah.
put it that way.
All right, so what are some of the highlights of this exhibition?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you get to see all these brand new boats and yachts. They were, recently released, and all the marine products, including like luxury yachts and sailboats and fishing boats and jet skis and so on.
Okay, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff. Are there any experiences that you can do there?
Oh, sure. There were actually a lot of hands-on experiences for kids too, like elementary schools to like even upper graders too.
Okay.
So you can actually, remember the one time that we went paddleboarding together?
Yeah.
They also, put like they made some kind of a zone where kids can actually experience the paddleboarding.
Oh, so they put a little pool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right, it was great.
So it's not just for business people, like families can go have a good time there.
Definitely. There were a lot of families and then a lot of business people out there. So it was great. And also seminars and forums, industry experts, they actually did like discussions on the latest trends and technologies and also the developments in this marine industry.
Awesome. It sounds fantastic. And
Right.
if it's every year, it's something that I would like to go to maybe next year.
Yeah, why not?
Now, you didn't just go there and have a good time. You also talked to some of the people there, right?
Sure. As for the first interview, I had a conversation covering various topics through an interview with the person in charge of this overseeing overall coordination of this year's boat show.
Okay.
So I spoke with 진수빈 담당자님. So let's listen to the audio clip together.
안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하십니까. 이번 2025년 부산국제보트쇼의 홍보를 담당하게 된 멕시코의 진수빈 사원이라고 합니다. 반갑습니다.
네, 담당자님 반갑습니다. 이번 2025 부산국제보트쇼에 대한 간단한 소개 부탁드립니다.
네, 부산국제보트쇼는 부산에서 이제 매년 해양레저 관광을 주제로 하여서 보트, 요트 등 다양한 해양레저 상품뿐만이 아니라 관련해서 다이빙이나 아니면 SUP 같은 서비스 활동들도 소개하고 있는 전시회입니다.
올해는 특히나 이번 부산국제보트쇼에 주력하고 있는 프로그램 기획은 어떻게 될까요?
올해는 작년보다 조금 더 체험 관련한 활동을 좀 폭넓게 진행하고자 기획을 하였습니다. 그래서 보트 탑승 체험 같은 경우에도 작년에는 3대 정도 운영하였는데 올해는 4대로 확대 운영을 하고 있고 그리고 전시장 내부에서 수조 체험도 워터바이크 등 새로운 좀 체험 활동을 도입하였습니다.
아직까지도 안 와보신 분들에게 이번 부산 국제 보트쇼 그리고 앞으로 또 진행될 보트쇼도 이런 걸 보셨으면 좋겠다. 이래서 꼭 와보셔야 된다라고 한 말씀 부탁드릴게요.
네. 제 생각에 부산은 해양레저 관광과 관련한 좀 다양한 배경을 가지고 있는 좀 특화된 도시인 것 같습니다. 그래서 특히 부산에 오셔가지고 다양한 해양레저 관광 상품 및 서비스를 직접 눈으로 보시고 또 느껴보시고 이를 계기로 해서 좀 더 자신의 취미 활동이나 아니면 생활 속에 해양레저 관광이 녹아들 수 있는 그런 계기가 되셨으면 좋겠습니다.
마지막으로 나에게 보트쇼란?
네, 보트쇼의 슬로건으로 Explorer the Ultimate Ocean이라는 슬로건이 있는데요. 그것처럼 이번 보트쇼의 홍보 활동을 진행하면서 저조차도 좀 더 제 자신을 폭넓게 좀 더 항해하는 그런 기분이 들었던 그런 활동들이었습니다. 그래서 제 스스로도 좀 더 성장할 수 있는 계기가 되었던 것 같아서 이런 보트쇼에 걸맞게 저 스스로도 넓어졌던 것 같아서 좀 뿌듯한 그런 보트쇼입니다.
아, 좋은 말씀 감사합니다.
Yeah, of course, it was really difficult and, hard for her to carry on and prepare all these events. But then through this event, she, just like the boat is riding on a, sail, like she kind of experienced that kind of experience while the preparation. So, yeah, it was a great opportunity for her too.
That's awesome. Okay, so now you also interviewed people who were not from Korea, from other parts of the world. Right.
Yeah, for the second interview, it was really quite a bit interesting because I got to speak to Fedorov from Russia, who actually studies in PNU. So let's check out the second audio clip together.
Hi, may I ask you to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Fyodor. I am from Russia and I am studying here in Busan as a foreign student.
Oh, so how did you get to know about this festival?
솔직히 제가 다양한 해양 관련 액카운트에서 많이 보는데 그래서 이 부산 포트쇼 홍보가 보는데 재밌다고 생각해서 여기 왔어요.
와, 한국말 엄청 잘하시네요. 러시아 분이신데.
조금만.
막상 와보시니까 어떠세요? How do you feel about this show?
솔직히 아직 금방 왔는데 아직 아무것도 모르는데 그냥 엄청 많이 보았는데 좀 모든 것을 타고 싶고 모든 것을 보고 싶은데 여기서 무엇인지 알아보고 싶은 느낌이에요.
이렇게 그래도 지금 또 보트쇼를 오셨으니까 이렇게 구경한 이후에 한번 저 해운대 바닷가나 광안리에 가서 보트를 타보실 계획이실까요?
그런 가능성이 있다면 물론이죠.
오케이. 그러면 지금 듣고 계신 청취자분들께 이래서 보트쇼는 한번 와볼 만하다. Would you recommend it?
물론입니다. 여기 엄청 많은 재미있는 스태프 있고 그래서 그냥 현실 보트가 어떻게 보이는지 좀 알아보기 위해 여기 부산 보트쇼 왔어요.
감사합니다. 좋은 말씀 감사드리고 즐겁게 또 구경하세요. Thank you so much.
감사합니다.
Yeah, so he definitely had a good time and it was great opportunity for him to actually explore, and then if he ever gets to have a chance, he would definitely likes to go on that ferry ride or boat ride.
Yeah, we had a lot of people were impressed with his Korean. Julian and Benny Nimmeration, they're all like, wow, very skilled person.
Right.
That's awesome. And you said he's only been here for a year?
Yeah, not that long, and then I was even surprised.
That's impressive. Now we've got another audio clip. Who did you talk to in this one?
Lastly, I actually got to speak to a student from Bugyong National University, and then he's majoring in this marine industry. So let's check out the last audio clip together.
네, 안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 반갑습니다. 저는 부경대학교 스마트 헬스케어학부 해양스포츠 전공 2학년에 재학 중인 서정환입니다.
네, 또 우리 또 대학생분이신데 어떻게 이 행사를 알고 좀 오셨을까요?
네, 저희 학교 수업 중에 해양스포츠 실습이라는 수업이 있습니다. 보트 면허를 딸 수 있는 수업인데 거기서 이제 교수님이 갔다 오면 좋은 경험이 될 거라고 해서 왔습니다.
오셨을 때 어떤 부분이 가장 조금 인상 깊으셨었나요?
네, 저희가 생각한 보트는 이제 광안리에 있는 보트들, 그런 큰 보트들만 생각했는데 저런 큰 보트들 뿐만 아니라 다른 작은 보트들도 있고 다양한 용도로 쓰이는 보트들이 있는 걸 보고 조금 새로운 보트들이 있다는 걸 알고 좀 좋았습니다.
감사합니다. 마지막으로 또 대학생을 대표해서 아직 안 와보신 학생분들이나 또 부산 시민분들께 이래서 부산 보트쇼는 꼭 한번 와봐야겠다 라고 마지막으로 한 말씀 해주시면 어떤 말씀을 좀 해주실 수 있을까요?
아무래도 이제 해양 스포츠에 그런 좀 특화되어 있는 도시가 부산이지 않습니까? 이제 부산 사람으로서는 조금 해양 스포츠에도 관심이 좀 가야 되고, 그리고 또 보트쇼 왜 뭐지 이런 생각보다는 한 번쯤 와서 다양한 보트들 보고 좀 새로운 이제 생각이 열리면 되게 좋은 경험이 될 것 같다고 생각합니다.
아, 네, 좋은 말씀 감사합니다.
Yeah, Busan definitely represents for this marine leisure activities and industry. So he highly recommend all these listeners and even his friends or university students to go and check out this boat show if they ever get a chance.
Yeah, and I liked at the beginning, he said he was getting his own boat driving license.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I would love to be able to drive a boat. The trouble is, like, I love the ocean. You know, I live in Busan. I love going to the sea in the summertime. But I get extreme seasickness.
Really?
Really bad.
Wow.
If I start feeling the 흔들흔들 of the waves, I just 멀미가 너무 심하게 나가지고
Really?
I just can't stay on a boat for that long. I remember about a few months ago, I took a boat to 사량도. Well, that was about a year ago, actually. It was a short ride,
Right.
but in that 40 minutes, it was quite rough, you know. So it's
So
a
you
shame.
suffer from the sickness.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame because I love the sea.
Really?
You know, but if the waves are too strong, you know, maybe if you're driving it, you know,
Yeah.
it's like how when you drive a car, you don't really feel the motion sickness,
Right.
compared to if you're a passenger.
Yeah.
But so maybe, hopefully, it's the same thing on a boat. Have you ever driven a boat?
Of course, I have a license myself. I actually got
No,
that license
get
20
out.
years ago.
You
But
serious?
the thing is, I cannot afford the boat or yacht yet. So anytime
it's
soon.
장롱면허.
Yeah, 장롱면허요. So
What?
sooner or later.
What inspired you to get a boat license?
I was inspired by those people in Monaco.
The most expensive country in the world.
Yeah.
F1 drivers.
So I was like, I was only in my like 20 or 21. So I was like, one day
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Fair
a yacht
enough.
like them. So let me just get the license first.
Sounds awesome, man.
Right.
We had 소희님 saying 보트쇼를 볼 수 있는 부산 너무 좋네요라고 하셨어요.
그쵸.
Also, welcome Busan Ajin, welcome to the show. So we've heard some interview clips and you've talked a bit about this Busan boat show. Could you summarize it up for us?
Yeah, so BIBS actually serves as a vital platform for this industry and all the people who's willing to, you know, be interested in these leisurely activities. So it's not just a one-time thing. It will just carry on for a long time. So for those of you guys, make sure to come and check it out next year. And it's an essential event for anyone who is interested in maritime activities. So make sure to go and check it out.
Awesome. Jimmy, thank you so much. And I'm going to look forward to seeing you every week for this new season.
Yay.
Thanks for coming back and have a good one, man.
All right, have a good one too. See you next week.
All right, everyone, we're going to wrap up the first half here. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to leave you with Day One by Hondi.
Day zero when I was no one. I'm nothing but myself. You are no one else. Thankful you're my day one. Thankful you're mine. I got lucky finding you. I won't make the day that I came across you. 'Cause when you're with me, I don't feel blue. Not a day goes by that I would not redo. Everybody wants to love.
Yeah, that's right.
It's easy when you try hard enough. Yeah, that's right. You'll always be my day one. Day zero when I was no one. I'm nothing by myself. You are no one else. Thankful you're my day one. I'm thankful you're my day one. When I first met you, it just felt right. It's like I met a copy of myself that night. I don't believe in fate as such, but we were meant to be together, that's my hunch. Everybody wants true love. It's out there if you look hard enough, enough, enough. You'll always be my day one. Day zero when I was no minute by minute. I got mad love for you, and you know it. I would never leave you on your own. I just want you to know.
Your Bridge to the World. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
Did you know that an average person in South Korea uses more than 10 kilograms of disposable products a year? While convenient, it does weigh heavily on the environment as they take up to 500 years to break down. Here is how we can cut down on disposable products. First, use tumblers and mugs instead of plastic or paper cups. When you go grocery shopping, bring a reusable bag so you won't have to ask for a plastic one. At home, instead of reaching for single-use paper towels or wet wipes, use rags and towels. These small steps for the environment can have a big impact on planet Earth. This campaign was brought to you by BEFM Busan 영어방송.
The weather is so nice today. I'm sure this won't be a big deal.
A 3-second long lapse in judgment can burn up an entire mountain, which will take 100 years to recover. We can protect these lush forests if you follow these guidelines. First, do not bring flammable materials to the mountains. Second, do not cook or camp in the mountains. Third, do not litter cigarette butts. Your small actions are the first step towards protecting the beautiful forest. This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
지금 방송 광고라는 부메랑을 던져보세요. 소비자를 향해 정확히 날아가는 광고. 힘차게 돌아가는 경제. 부메랑처럼 다시 기업의 이익으로 되돌아오니까요. 방송 광고, 경제에 큰 힘이 됩니다. 부산 방송광고발전협의회.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열부산?
포열부산 아닙니까? 원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열부산.
포열부산.
할까요? 포열부산. 잠깐만요.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
Hi, what's your name and where are you from?
Hello, my name is Yasmin and I'm from Kazakhstan.
Okay, all right. Tell us a little bit about your life in Korea. How do you like living in Korea?
Actually, I like Korea a lot. Korea actually was my dream since my teenage era. Like I watched a lot of K-dramas, K-pop music, and different stuff.
Is it popular in Kazakhstan? Is K-pop popular there?
Yes, it's very popular in our country. Now it's even more popular. People literally obsessed with Korean dramas and Korean pop music.
Do you remember the first drama or first song that you really loved?
I think the first song that I really liked was Blackpink's song. I'm a huge fan of Blackpink. And first K-drama, I think it was Scarlet Moon Lovers, something like that. It was really touching. I really liked the actors, the traditional settings. It was very beautiful.
Well, now that you're here and before you came, how does it compare to the image that you expected or that you saw from the dramas?
To be honest, I didn't have a big expectations, because I know that the real life and K-drama settings are different. But Korean people are very friendly, I might say, and they're really lovely and stylish. As in K-dramas, people are more maybe extroverted, but in real life they're more introverted. I think so.
So you've noticed that one difference is people are shy or more introverted here than you expected.
Yes, they want to have their own space compared with our country. In our country, people are more very extroverted. They're not really shy, but here it's different.
Has it been difficult to make friends with Korean people? Have you found that to be hard?
We with my friend, we don't have a lot of Korean friends here. We've been here just for a month, and we found a couple of friends, and they're really friendly. I think so. Yeah.
So a few friends you've been able to find.
Yes, actually, our first day in Korea, it was such an hilarious day because we came here in Busan in the late night, and our dormitory, it was closed already, and we didn't have any place to stay at night, so we had a lot of luggage, and some man, he helped us with our luggage. He was a taxi driver. He drove us for a hotel, and the hotel keeper, she helped us to catch a taxi too, in the morning.
So they were really helpful that first night?
Yes, I'm very thankful for them.
So first night you were really shocked because you didn't have a place to stay?
Yes, the first impression was, wow. Yeah.
Have you had any other experiences that were a little wild since you've been here?
I think our university was a big surprise for us because we didn't see a lot of pictures of buffs. I should say that it's really clear, very beautiful. The views are stunning. And actually, I really like this place a lot.
So you were surprised when you actually got to the university?
Yes, I didn't expect that our university will be that pretty.
Oh. Yeah. And is there anything that you're having trouble adjusting to that's been hard or challenging?
Maybe we had some problems with dormitory because we arrived in the wrong time. So yeah.
Other than that, everything's been nice?
Yes, everything is good.
And what's your favorite thing about being in Korea?
Favorite thing? I think nature, because I'm a huge fan, a lover of nature, and some views, mountains, the balance of mountains and sea. Yes, sea. It impressed me a lot.
Because Kazakhstan is landlocked, is that right?
Yes, we also have a lot of mountains, but we don't have sea beaches in our city. So I really love that Busan has a sea.
And do you have a favorite beach that you like to go to?
Yes, I like Gwangali Beach a lot. It has a really stunning view.
Oh, Gwangali Beach is your favorite? Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tegan, for bringing us today's On the Mic. And today we had Yasmin from Kazakhstan, who came to Korea because she always loved K-pop culture. The first songs she liked were from Blackpink, and the first drama she thinks was called Scarlet Moon Lover. She didn't have too many expectations before coming to Korea, but she did notice that Koreans were more introverted than she expected. Although she has been able to make friends with some really kind and friendly Korean people. Also, when she arrived in her dormitory, it was closed, and the taxi driver helped her to find a place to stay, and the hotel worker also helped them to get a taxi the next day. Her favorite thing about being in Korea is the nature, because she loves the combination of mountains and sea, with Gwangalli 해수욕장 being her favorite. And that's nice. I can totally empathize with that. The nature is something that really is appealing to a lot of people in Busan. This is what this segment is all about, finding the voices of the people who live and who travel to this city to find out who makes up this 3 to 4 million population. Great stuff, and we'll have this every single day. We also had a message from Raration Nim saying 목소리 너무 좋으시다. She had a lovely voice, very radio voice as well, saying 행복한 부산 생활 되세요. Hopefully she heard that, and yeah, we all wish her the best for her life in Busan. Thank you, Raration Nim, for your support to her as well. Benny Nim saying, wow, a new sound for On The Mic. I'm glad you notice things like that, Benny. It makes us very appreciative for all the work that goes on behind the scenes. All right, the time is now 5:07 in the afternoon. We've got quite a few messages coming in. I want to take a look at some of them. Lots of support and love, which is always appreciated. We had 이수진님. Hello, welcome to the show, 수진님, saying 영어 공부하려고요. 이제 다시 혹시 핫땡 투어 광고 하신 거 맞으신가요? something 들을 때마다 목소리가 겹쳐요. 저요? 전 광고한 적이 없습니다. I don't think. But, you know, if any big banks are listening, hey, if you want to use my voice, feel free to contact me if you want to. Thank you, Sujinim, for the message, and 화이팅 in your English studies. We also have some messages about today's text topic, and the text topic is whether you are a timekeeper or not. 나는 약속 시간을 잘 지키는 편이다. 아니면 그렇지 못한 편이다가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문입니다. 고수님새 저는 약속 시간을 결혼 전에는 잘 지켰으나 결혼 후에는 애기 있고 나서 약속 시간을 잘 못 지키게 돼서 그 후로 약속을 하지 않아요. That's good. Just don't make any plans after your kid if you know that you're going to be late all the time. That's a good plan. But, you know, it's interesting. I think me too, before marriage as well. Before marriage, it was more keeping time was easier to do. Yeah. You, PD, are you the same?
Yeah.
Are you good at keeping time?
Yes, I'm very.
She's very good. She's very good. Yeah, there we go. I think it's a good trait to have for sure. We also have 만학도 영어님 saying 안녕하세요. 저는 보통 약속 시간보다 일찍 약속 장소로 갑니다. 심지어 약속 장소가 잘 모르는 곳으로 잡히면 약속 날짜가 되기 전에 미리 약속 장소를 찾아가서 이 위치를 확인해 둡니다. 일종의 rehearsal인 셈이죠. 제가 엄청난 길치거든요. I think that's amazing. You even go, you find the place. That's incredible. I assume if it's in the local area, that's dedication. There needs to be more 만학도 영어님s out there who find the place so they make sure they don't get lost. You know, it seems like I have quite a few people listening who are really good and are really diligent with keeping the time and not being late. And that's awesome. It's about respecting other people's times. That's awesome. Keep sending me your messages. Also, feel free to send me messages about the new season, your messages of support along with the text topic. 네, 새로운 시즌을 시작하는 오늘은 여러분의 새 시즌에 대한 응원의 메시지도 받고 있습니다. 포열부산의 새로운 시즌을 응원하는 여러분의 메시지도 같이 보내주시면 감사하겠습니다. Send your support messages to the new season. You can send your messages through #9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 101, KakaoTalk message, BFM app message, or the BFM YouTube channel. Just type in BFM, click on For Your Busan. You can see me in the studio, talk with all our friends here in the live chatting area. Chae Sung-nim messaged in as well on KakaoTalk saying, I don't like waiting. So I think others are the same, so I try to keep it sharp. I like that expression, keep it sharp. Yeah, be on time. That's good respect for other people's time and their day as well. She also said, yesterday, I went grocery shopping to the 5-day market and now I'm making kimchi. Wow, that's awesome. What's the 5-day market? Is that like just like 재래시장? Is that like just a, do you know, is that like a 전통시장? Okay, so it's like, awesome. So you went to, they're my favorite places in Korea, by the way. I love 재래시장s, the traditional markets. So you went there, you bought the 배추, the cabbage, and now you're making kimchi. Wait a minute, I thought kimchi season was in the winter, isn't it? Okay. Me making it in the spring, hey, that's fine. I'm sure that's fine too. You do you, and I hope it's delicious as well. Fresh-made kimchi is some of the most delicious things ever. 조현철님 messaging in just now saying 저는 시간에 맞추려고 하는데 한 번씩 조금 늦게 도착해요. Hey, we're all human, right? We are all human. Just make sure you don't meet Lalanim or Manakdo Yonganim because you'll never see them again because they won't like you anymore. But thank you for letting us know. All right, everyone. The time is now 5:12 in the afternoon. Let's take a quick song break. We're going to listen to Good Luck Babe by Chappelle Rowan.
It's fine, it's cool. You can say that we ain't nothing, but you know the truth. And guess I'm the fool. With their arms out like an angel through the car sunroof. I don't wanna call it off, but you don't wanna call it love. You only wanna be the one that I call baby. And 'cause I'm big boys and boys, shoot another shot to stop the feeling. You could say it's just the way you are. Make a new excuse, no stupid reason. Go away, well, go away. Yeah, to stop the world, just to stop the feeling. Go away, well, go away. Yeah, to stop the world, just to stop the feeling. Say, who cares? It's a sexually explicit kind of love affair, and I cry. It's not fair. I just need a little love, and I just need a little hair. Think I'm gonna call it art, even if you call it love. I just don't love someone who calls me baby. 'Cause I'm big boys and boys, shoot another shot to stop the feeling. You could say it's just the
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 5:15 in the afternoon. You're listening to BFM right now. My name is Nick, if you're just joining, and welcome to the show. It is a Monday afternoon. I hope you're not feeling the Monday blues. If you are, you've got 45 minutes to get rid of them. We'll try and help you get rid of them before the evening comes. We've got some messages coming in. We have 만학도 영은님 giving us some nice messages saying 포열부산의 새 단장을 진심으로 축하드리며 앞으로도 계속해서 재미있는 방송 만들어주세요. 제가 부탁 안 드려도 당연히 그렇게 하시겠지만 만학도 영은님, your support over the past few months has been invaluable. So we thank you very much for your support and your encouragement and participating all the time. And 화이팅 to you too. Thank you very much. We also had 3865번님 talking about timings and whether they are late or not, saying 최소 10분 전 도착해야 마음이 놓입니다. And then saying 오늘도 포열부산, I'm supporting you, I'm rooting for you. 감사합니다. 3865번님. 10 minutes before. I think that's a good time frame to have, in my opinion. All right, and as you're listening to this new jingle that we have, you used to be, as Benny Nim pointed out, no more Subi-Dubi. It is now a nice little fresh jingle. This will be the new Quizmaster jingle, everybody. A bit of sophistication in this quiz giving or this quiz doing segment. That was some poor English right there. All right, everyone, it is Quizmaster. This is your chance to dive into the new season and win some prizes. Every Monday to Friday, there will be a quiz segment with a different theme or topic each and every day. You could be the prize winner, everybody, so make sure to participate. Today's quiz is Guess Who. We've changed things up a bit. On Mondays, we have Guess Who. Now, last season, we had to find people related to Busan, right? So it was quite limited to just people who lived in the city or visited the city or maybe just talked about the city once. But this season, we're going to broaden our horizons and join you with a quiz about all the people in the world or who have ever been in the world. So we've really expanded our horizons. 이 범위를 아주 많이 넓혔습니다. So get ready for this. Listen carefully to the hints and try to guess who we are talking about. Are the prizes still coffee today? Coffee today. So it's a good way to start a tiring Monday with a free cup of coffee. 소희님 saying, guess who? 기대되네요. 화이팅, you got this. All right, here's hint number one. Their birthday, their 생일, is August the 20th. 8월 20일입니다. August the 20th, no hints on their year. That might make it a bit too easy. You know, you could just research that on like internet or something. August the 20th is their birthday. Now, that's probably not a very good hint, so here is hint number two. This is one I'm sure many of you will appreciate. Their MBTI. This person's MBTI is INFJ. INFJ. I think that might be similar to mine. I'm not quite sure. UPD, do you know your MBTI? INTJ. Okay, so you're just T is different. So not FT. Okay, there you go. For anyone who's interested, UPD's is INTJ. I think mine might be INTF or what's the other one? P? Okay, I might be that. I don't know. I have to take the test again. But that's this person. Hint number three. Oh, there you go. There's a hint. It's a male. He is adored not just for his skills, but also for his polite and humble personality. Very humble, very polite, very skilled. I think I might have an idea. Okay. Honestly, I'm going to say I've read this through, but I didn't look at who it was because I kind of want to guess too in my head. Now, despite this person's natural talent, teammates and coaches often highlight that his work ethic is just as impressive as his skills. So there you go. Kind of some ambiguous, shrouded in mystery hints, but that's just the first part. So birthday, August 20th. MBTI, INFJ. This person, who is a man, is very skillful, very polite, very humble, And his teammates and coaches say that his work ethic is amazing. Who could it be? I can think of a few people off the top of my head. Send your messages to pound 9050, sharp 9050, cost you 101, KakaoTalk message or YouTube live message. 소희님생 저랑 닉 MBTI랑 같네요. I know Soinim remembers my MBTI, so thank you for reminding me. There you go. Maybe the answer is Soinim. Who knows? Maybe it is. But I doubt it. All right, we're going to take a quick song break and we'll be back with more hints. All right, we're going to listen to 아파트 by 윤수일.
별빛이 흐르는 다리를 건너 바람 부는 갈대숲을 지나 언제나 나를 기다리던 너의 아파트 그리운 마음에 전화를 하면 아름다운 너의 목소리 언제나 내게 속삭이던 너의 목소리 흘러가는 강물처럼 흘러가는 구름처럼 머물지 못해 떠나가 버린 너를 못 이기죠 오늘도 바보처럼 미련 때문에 다시 또 찾아왔지만 아무도 없는 쓸쓸한 너의 아파트 yeah. 바보처럼 미련 때문에 다시 또 찾아왔지만 아무도 없는 쓸쓸한 너의 아파트 아무도 없는 쓸쓸한 너의 아파트 yeah. 아무도 없는 쓸쓸한 너의 아파트 yeah. 아무도 없는 쓸쓸한
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. We just listened to 아파트 by Yoon Soo-il, and we are back at For Your Busan. We're in the middle of our Quiz Master segment, and this is where you get a chance to win a prize. Today is Guess Who, so I've given you some hints about a specific person that a lot of people are trying to guess. We had some answers coming in. Let me have a look at some of them. We had 소희님 saying INFJ 연예인이 누구 있더라? 가수 김범수가 생각나네요. Okay. I think we might have had them before. I don't know. We also had 마덕도 영님 saying 야구 선수 오타니 쇼헤이. 쇼헤이 오타니. I don't know anything about baseball, but I know him. There we go. And saying 범위가 넓어져서 더 어렵네요. It's a bit more difficult, but it means we can do a wider variety of people, not just who have been around Busan, right? Raration님 saying 이정후. Okay, thank you for your guess. We also had 소희님 saying 손흥민. Okay. All right. Keep the answers coming in. We've got some more hints for you. Now, right now, we have an audio clip hint. So let's take a listen to that.
경기 시작 못해서 9월로 간다든지 이렇게 야구했었는데 일로 해서 그냥 진짜 여긴 대단한 리그다 생각했던 것 같습니다. 제가 처음 홈런 쳤을 때도 한국 생각이 나는 거예요. 저는 어차피 홈런 타자도 아니었고 근데 그렇게 비가 많이 오는 상황에서 홈런 치는 게 처음이었어요. 그래서 홈런 치고 들어와서 통역형 시켜서 형 혹시 여기 노게임 있나 알아보라고 걱정되는 거예요. 안 그래도 홈런 타자도 아닌데 어떻게 하나 나왔는데 취소되면 어떡하나. 웅이 형이 바로 이제 갔다 왔는데 여긴 그런 거 없다고 서스펜디드라고 넘어간다 해서.
Okay. Anyone know that voice? Maybe you do. Honestly, if I didn't know the answer, I did look at the answer, I wouldn't know who it was. Now that I know, okay, I know who the answer is. So I thought the answer was going to be Yoo Jae-seok for some reason. Because at the beginning, people said that, he's polite and humble and everyone admires his work ethics. And I know people say Yoo Jae-seok is one of the most humble people in the entertainment industry. But now many people probably know in more detail. It's probably not the answer. Here are some more hints. This person was named the KBO League MVP in 2022. When this person swings his bat, so he's a 야구 선수, I guess, his helmet often comes off, so he often taps or adjusts his helmet at the plate. Okay. Currently, his jersey with the number 51 is the best-selling among his team. He has a nickname too. 별명이 있습니다. Grandson of the Wind. 바람의 손자. That's cute. That's cute. There you go. There's his nickname for you. Now, at the beginning of the MLB season, which is the Major League Baseball in the USA, he's become one of the most valuable players in the league. And he's currently being talked about as a top contender for the batting title. All right. Got a lot of messages coming in. Now we have a lot of people saying the same answer. We have 소희님 saying 이정후인가 봐요. Okay. 만학도 영은 also thinking that. 부산 아재님 also thinking that. Summonim also coming. Welcome to the show, Summonim. Okay. Retronim, long time no see. Welcome to the show, Retronim. Saying 이종범 선수 아들인가요? You'll have to find out until after. We have 파랑님, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Saying 한참을 웃고 찾아보고 목소리 듣고 알았네. Okay, lots of people seem apparently to know this person's voice. 태구님, welcome to the show, giving their answer. Stellanim, good to see you, also saying their answer. All right, lots of answers coming in. But wait, you all seem so sure of the answer, but there are more hints. So be careful, everyone. We're going to take a song break, and then we'll be back to reveal the answer and the winner. Don't go anywhere. This is 1999 by Maku.
Well, listen to me. Listen. Yeah. Too fine. 1999 다시 느껴나. What? Today I feel so new. Feels like 99. Well, listen to me. 99, yeah, 99. 99, yeah, 99. What? 99, yeah, 99, yeah. 1999. Yeah, Mark Lee, back again. What's up with a testament? 목적지가 달라 flow, I'ma break the neck. Algorithm tiny 앞에 도착해. 나의 99년생 나와 업계. get a brain slap tossing, get one like alarm set. I'ma wake him up, I'ma wake him up, I'ma wake him up. 난 되고 뭐 신문제 기분 내 dream 소박할 리 없지. Got a call from my maker, told me wake up, said okay. 오늘 저 태양 젊어 보여, I feel reborn. Used to think but now I know baby. 1999 다시 느껴 난 Today I feel so new, feels like 99. Listen to me. 99, yeah, 99. 99, yeah, 99. Yeah. 99, yeah, 99. Yeah. 기가 막히네. 아침에 okay, I wear that armor like Jackie, no watch that. 하루밤 나절 바뀌는 세상 말고 난 I know he sees me more than so viral. What's a decade? 10년 동안 나 같은 너무 못 봤네 100 못할 바엔 일을 하라게 I'm so fine, well listen to me 1999 다시 느껴 난 Today I feel so new, feels like 99. Listen to me 99, yeah, 99. What? 99, yeah, 99. Yeah. 99, yeah, 99. Yeah. Light it up 해가 또 빨갛네 This is a revolution I'll leave the 99 Just to get to one baby 세기 마지막에 태어나 ay 시대의 마지막이 될게 Only one more question remains 대체 what was his plan 99 yeah you ain't listening Show you I was born to be. Let me show you I was born to be. What you mean? Let me show you I was born to be. I was always meant to be yours. Yeah.
Let's bring it back.
1999 다시 느껴 나. Today I feel so new. Feels like 99. Listen to me. 99, yeah, 99. 99, 99, yeah, 99. Oh, you. 99, yeah, 99. Yeah. Show me how you express 세상에도 지금 market 1999999 100 million kids Can you show me how you express 세상에도 지금 market
So that song was called 1999, not 1999. Interesting. I thought it was called... It just looked like the year 1999. But it was by Makka anyway. Welcome to the show. Welcome once again. It's 5:33 in the afternoon. We're in the final parts of Quizmaster. Today is Guess Who. I've given you some hints, an audio clip, as well as other stuff. Lots of people... Actually, I didn't really need to give much because a lot of people seem to be 100% sure with what they think the answer is. We have some people saying it's Lee Jung-hoo. Like Jenny Nim just saying that as well. 소희님 saying 잘하고 있는 정우 멋져요 라고 하셨어요. Okay. Jenny Nim saying 야구 하나도 모르지만 바람의 손자는 알죠. Okay. Retro Nim saying San Francisco Giants. You know, I know who they are. Apart from that, I know very little about baseball. We have Lim Nim, welcome to the show. And then with a smiley face saying 이정후 같아요. Thank you for your answer. Parangnim also was listening with the whole office, I guess, and sending that answer, what they thought it was. Okay, lots of messages coming in. And we also had 3865번님 saying 강포수 and 이손자. Okay. Are they, who are they? Do you know who they are? No one, okay, it's not just me. Okay, well, we'll find out if you're correct. The answer... Do we have a drum roll for the answer, or is that... We have, okay. 이정후! 맞아요? Is that right? Yay, that's the answer. Yeah, 정답은... One more time. 이정후! Yeah, that was the answer. That was the answer. Lots of people seem to get that correct. I'm surprised. He doesn't play for the K Baseball League. He plays for the MLB. So I guess lots of people... I'm sorry. I know who a lot of famous Korean sports stars are. Not too familiar with this one, Lee Jung-hoo, because I don't watch or have zero interest in baseball myself. But it seems lots of people do, so that's great. All right, we have a coffee coupon that we're going to give away to one lucky winner. Let's find out who it's going to be. Do we have a drum roll for this? No, we don't. All right, Haley and PD. Okay. Raration님께 드리겠습니다. 커피 한 잔 드릴게요. Well done, Raration님. Thank you very much, everyone, for your answers. 부산 아저님 looking at the comments saying 이정우 맞지? 이정우라니까. Getting quite heated there. You did get that correct, Busan 아저님. But today, unfortunately, you were not the winner. But you could be the winner another day. And everyone, thank you so much for participating. We do, like I said, have Quizmaster every single day. So if you didn't win, just try again tomorrow. You could win. And it's a bit of fun, right? You know, you do it more for the participation trophy than the grand prize, right? Nah, probably not. But still, thank you so much. Everyone, don't go anywhere because we have a guest in the corner.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 5:37 in the afternoon, and my next guest is here, not in the corner, like I stupidly said. She was around the corner.
Around the corner.
You can go in the corner.
I could. I mean, I've spent many a time, many a minutes in the corner thinking about what I did.
Typing away.
It's like, Haley, why just talking back to my mom? She put me in the corner.
반성 corner.
Yeah, but I never did.
You never did?
I never did.
Rebel child.
No.
You know, I just realized, I think I know you have very good skin anyway, but that camera gives...
It's so bright.
It gives much better... Like, Jimmy was there. I felt like an old man next to him. This camera's quality is...
It's like the Alchemist camera. It's like the fountain of youth. There we go. I know. Look at me glow.
I get the 540p camera.
원래 이렇지 않습니다.
It's pretty similar.
Oh, thank you.
So, you're back with a brand same segment.
A brand new, same old segment with a new title song, though. I do like the music.
Yes.
It kind of reminds me we should go on a stroll.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful day. On days like these, I would convince my professor, can we have class outdoors? Like, can we have our show outdoors?
Yeah.
Or we should go on a walk and I should be waving like a Busan Tales flag, like a tour guide.
Yeah.
Because essentially that is what I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's an honor.
It is.
We learn so much more. We have Benny Nim saying no more X-Files theme for now.
No more.
It's
no
positive
more.
now.
It is, yeah. It's more positive. It's upbeat.
While I liked the X-Files, I always felt like we were going to go into some dark, dirty conspiracies.
We sometimes did.
Sometimes.
And we sometimes, today, we kind of will go into some dark, deep topics.
Yeah.
But yes, this is Busan Tales for our new listener, because I know some of you are joining for the first time. Welcome. I'm your tattletale, Haley.
You were going to say host, weren't you?
Well, no. I was like, you're
host.
tailor? I'm like, that's not the word for a person who tells tales. I was like, I speak English real well.
양복.
Yeah, 양복. I'm like, 양장점. No, tattletale, which, again, would send me to corner. So stop talking, but...
Yeah.
Works both ways, because I used to be one and I still am, but I am your guide across the nooks, crannies, the corners of Busan, the streets of Busan, and the stories that are just waiting to be told.
Look forward to that as always, because there's really interesting history in this city. Just before we move on, though, now we don't get to do the Iengshi with you anymore, but I'm going to ask you today's text topic. Are you the type of person who is usually on time when you meet someone, or are you usually a bit like, I can be 10 minutes? 약속 시간은 잘 지키는 편인가요?
15분 일찍 도착 안 하면 늦은 겁니다. I get so nervous if I'm on time, because on time's late. Like, for example, I had a meeting with our other producer at 3:30. I think I got in at 3:28. I didn't like it.
You are every typical CEO's dream employee.
Yeah.
Look at Haley. She comes early, doesn't get paid. We love her.
With a pen and the notepad. We're like, all right, I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready. Yeah.
There you go. I mean, that's a model employee right there. There you go.
Thank you.
So, where are we going today?
All right. So, I thought long and hard for about 20 minutes about what will the first return segment episode B because it's the inaugural. It's the cornerstone. It's the first step. We have to pick something that's symbolic of a new beginning, a new start, a launching off point.
Okay.
And that is the port.
The port.
Port. Busan Port in a Bond, James Bond kind of a way. So for years, decades, almost a century and more actually, 1.5 centuries, Busan Port has served as the spot for lives to begin anew, to hit refresh, whether it is people coming into the city or leaving the city.
Right.
So Busan Hang, right? Busan Hang was actually Busan Po, which is basically a small port, more of a pier than like a full-blown port.
Yeah.
But with this, Busan has become the entryway for the world to enter into Korea and for Korea to make its markers around the world.
Right, yes.
So, of course, naturally, so many people, millions and millions of people have come in and out. And, you know, people are characters. This is an embodiment or perhaps one of the reasons for dynamic Busan.
Yeah, you know, the Busan Port is somewhere I drive by quite often, especially if I'm going to the Nampodong area from Centum. It's, you know, I always pass by it, but I tell you, in my decade plus of being here, never been in that building. Never been in that port, big building.
I've accidentally gone into the container port. Like I shouldn't have.
Got shipped to.
I took a wrong turn.
Yeah.
And there are usually security guards, but I think one was on a break or went to the bathroom, and I just went in. And you know the opening scenes of the movie Veteran, Veteran? They're like drugs smugglers in the port. Like it was so creepy. I'm like, clearly I should not be here. Accidentally. But I'm also like super duper uber cutesy. And then it's so bad. It's pathetic. But when I say port, like what do you think? What comes to your mind?
A nice red wine.
Oh, yes.
Port.
Like a port in a little glass, in a little stemless glass. All right,
But also, of course, where boats and ships and cargo and trade happens.
Exactly. So it's busy. It's sprawling. So it's huge and bustling. So 부산스러운, which means both things, and 항구스러운. So it's huge, it's busy. But interestingly, the early days of this landmark Busan Port, anything but, not 부산스러운.
Wait a minute.
Not sprawling.
부산스러운 is an actual adjective.
부산스럽다. Like, 왜 이렇게 부산스러운데?
I thought you were just like making things up.
No, I'm not. I'm not making.
Okay.
I mean, I sometimes do, but not today.
That's awesome. I didn't know our city was also an adjective.
It is, yeah.
That's fascinating. Great. So let's start from the beginning. How did Busan become the port that it is today?
The year 1876.
We have to have the
year.
the wavy lines,
right,
going
and
back in
just
time.
superimpose. 착한 사람 눈에는 보여요. If you just picture it, imagine, if you will, the year 1876. It is the opening of Busan Po, Little Busan Port, but it was really humble. So the Qing Dynasty, 청나라, in 1887 set off to turn it into a port to seize control of commerce in the area. So it started filling the land. They started reclaiming the land and tried to build the customs office, but it was nowhere close to really a commercial port. And then it would be later in 1902 under Japan when the 136,000 square meter of land in Chunggu, Daechangdong would also be filled. They'd build a customs office, a post office, and other bureaus, and there became the port.
Okay.
Actually, to kind of give you a sense of how quaint and little it was, I want to read an excerpt, or actually I'm going to have Nick read the excerpt from, he didn't know about this, from William Nelson Lovat, who was the British American Commissioner of Customs in Busan, spelled with a P, from 1885 to his daughter Nellie.
Okay. What you said, British American? Which one?
It's British. Go with your accent.
Here, there is not lively. Okay. Here, it's not that lively, even during the busiest of seasons. We haven't seen a steamship come in at all in the last 2 weeks. That means no letters from home, no news of the lights, lively news from civilization out there. My dear daughter, you can feel how boring life is in Korea. I've been waiting for days for the steamer to come in with letters from you and John. It hasn't come yet, but we'll have to endure and carry on until that steamer comes.
So, life in Korea, life in Busan, boring, apparently.
Yeah.
At least in 1885.
Right.
Yeah, so there was nothing there. And it's so interesting. For 2 weeks, no ships No steamships
Right.
coming into the port, which like at what point do
How
you
boring.
stop being a port?
Right.
And you're just a harbor.
Exactly, just the seagulls to
Or
hang
exactly,
around.
just seagull home.
Yeah.
So that's so interesting, but you see how quiet things were in the beginning.
Right.
And then actually it wasn't just foreign diplomats and businessmen who weren't interested in the port, as you just heard. When the port opened in 1876 under 병자수호 조약 or 강화도 조약, the Japan-Korea Treaty, people were, let's just say, otherwise occupied.
Why? What was happening in 1876?
So a lot of things were happening. I mean, that was the beginning of the Japanese colonial period, but a huge drought. So people were concerned about literally starving to death. So it was so bad, the drought, in June of the same year, Emperor Gojong had to hold a prayer. He had to hold a kyuje for rain. So this was really horrible. And then another disaster, cholera. So that happened. So with the outbreak of cholera, that was kind of the first cholera pandemic happening right around then. And there's some odd similarities to what's happening right now, or happened recently, the COVID pandemic, for example. As all global pandemics do, things, the viruses and the diseases, they travel with people, with the flow of people.
Right.
So cholera, the first outbreak, was reported in India in the Ganges Delta. And the disease took advantage of, I suppose, the Silk Road. And also, it too traveled along the Silk Road and onto ships, starting from Calcutta, which was a blooming international business hub, putting itself onto vessels along with sailors onto all the way across the Indian Ocean and landing via ports. So it landed in Busan port. The first cholera outbreak reported in 1821, actually from China. So it took a land route. And chaos ensued in 1876 with the opening of the port.
Oh, no.
The mysterious disease killed hundreds of thousands of people around the world. The fatality rate back then, 치사율, was 50%. So if you had it, you had half and half chance of dying.
That's just unthinkable.
It's horrible.
I know. And, you know, it's well, just 150 odd years ago as
Right.
well. And I
It's
guess
shocking.
medicine wasn't advanced back then.
Not at all.
50%. So what was done to try and stop the spread of the disease?
Interestingly, it was quite scientific, although how people responded to it was nowhere as systemized and organized as how we responded to the COVID pandemic. So first, a hospital. So check number one, the first infectious disease hospital was built in Busan. So it was 피병원, and P there is 피할 피, like 피하다. So it was a quarantine.
Oh, so it's not like a
No, it wasn't like they were
hospital.
bleeding you. No, no,
Okay.
no. It was a quarantine hospital, and it would actually a temporary one. It would open and close with the increase and decrease of the virus. The authorities also quarantined the port itself, so no overseas ships were allowed in, except some Japanese ships actually snuck in. They built a temporary warehouse near Yeongdo and did business there until they were busted.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, there are some people who will take advantage of a certain situation.
Some always will.
As we did see with the pandemic that happened.
Right. But then I suppose, if, when you're taking advantage of the trade and you do depend, a lot of your imports do depend from overseas, you kind of have to. Not that I'm defending that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not in that situation.
Right.
It's really interesting that there were parallels to a global pandemic back then. And there were apparently other similarities too between then and now, notably being tariffs.
Tariffs. 150 years ago. 관세, right?
Nice.
Even now. So 관세 tariffs were a problem even back then. I mean, right now we're talking about a global war, trade war between US and China. What's the tariff rate now? 145? Well, the problem is, I didn't know it could go beyond 100, but here we are.
There you go.
Here we go. Taking it back to the 1800s, the trade war was between Japan and China over domination of the Joseon market.
Okay.
The problem, the tariff rate being 0. A big fat 0.
Free trade.
Nilch. Exactly, free trade.
Yeah.
It was a back then FTA. So what was happening? Late 1800s, Japan already had a trade base in Busan. And they actually had a regular direct route between Busan and Nagasaki. And an exclusive trade of Joseon of goods from Shanghai, and even built a Japanese bank in Japanese bank in Busan. So they had commercial, financial hold all over Korea. And then here's the thing. Busan port was a tariff-free port, 무관세. So that meant it was a great opportunity for Japan to flood Korea with all of its goods. So who's it not good news for? Us. The regular farmers, manufacturers. So you know how these days, the majority of the trade right now for Korea, that's like steel, cars, semiconductor chips, and, high-tech goods. Well, back then, the golden items were textiles, 옷감, calico, which is 옥양목 all the way from the UK, actually. It's supposed to cotton gin and the Industrial Revolution, all that.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so it was highly prized by Joseon aristocrats, Joseon 선비, because what are we? 백예민족. They love that pristine white cloth of the calico. So the clothing went from the UK to Shanghai, which Brits had hold of because of the Opium Wars, 아편 전쟁, and then to Japan, and Japan would import that into Korea. Japan made huge profits, and with all that money, they would buy rice and beans from Korea and export it to Japan. But here's the thing, let's go back to that drought. There is a drought. We don't have enough rice and beans for us. So we have Japan taking all the food that's supposed to go into our children's mouths. So that was a big problem. Again, zero tariff, so there's nothing that can be done about it. So this led to a spike in crop prices in Korea. So 동래부사, so kind of the governor of Dongre or the mayor, he imposed, instead of a tariff, a collection tax, 수세, on Korean merchants. So that was a double whammy for the Korean merchants who were just basically hemorrhaging money here and there. And actually this led to a very tense moment where Japan protested by sending a naval vessel to Busan port to intimidate the 동래부사 out of imposing that collection tax.
It feels like, we're quite shocked at everything that's happening globally these days. It's been happening since the late
1800s. Exactly. It's been going on. History repeats itself. So as you can see, there were trade wars, little battles, even back in the 19th century.
Right.
Quite similar, and even pandemics. So this is just one instance of how dynamic the history of the port of Busan was. It's a site of changes as an entryway, a gateway to the rest of the world, and why Busan port is a reason we're so 부산스러워.
There you go.
Yeah.
A perfect ending to that one as well, Haley. This was, again, very interesting. I feel like for the past 15 minutes, all I could reply with was, wow. Because I don't have anything of meaning to input into that. Because you have all the knowledge.
You're a good audience.
Yeah. Honestly, that was interesting. I know every time you come in, I'm always shocked at, the things that this country and the people went through, and how it's changed to become the fast-growing, dynamic city and country it is today.
By the way, look forward to next week where we're going to be talking about Busan Port, but the romance and the scandal of it. Dun, dun, dun.
Spicy.
Ooh.
Haley, it's a pleasure, and I'm so glad you're back for this season. Great stuff. Benny and him saying great stuff about the Busan Port, Haley. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.
Have a great day.
All right, everyone, the time is now 5:53 in the afternoon. We've come to the end of the show, first day of the season. Thank you so much for coming to join me and for all of your messages and support. Join me tomorrow again for more good stuff this Tuesday. The show was produced by Kim Yoon and written by Hong Kyung-hwa. I've been your host, Nick. I'm going to leave you with Left, Right, Left by Charlie Puth, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Sometimes there's no one there by your side. I don't deserve this, baby, but I know I can't give up. Tough times I'll just take them in stride. I'm almost there, only one more step. Whoa, left, right, left. I'm moving on, I got no regrets. So left, right, left. I said times are changing. Tell me how can I keep up? Every time I turn around there's a wall. But I'm climbing daily until I see the top. And I get up right after every fall. When you're broken hearted and your love's forgotten, yeah, you gotta walk alone, yeah, it's true. Flashing empty smiles, I've been lost for miles. Yeah, I know you felt this way before too. We're almost there. no regrets. Whoa.